Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to our final home football broadcast here at CBAC. This is a very exciting night. Andrew, I'm actually joined by Andrew Beckwith. This is Andrew McCubbins. Together, we're Los Dos Andrews. We're very excited to be broadcasting with you tonight. Thank you very much for tuning in to this last and final broadcast of Senior Night. Let's talk about that. What do you think about that?
Well, yeah, like you said, today's Senior Night, and this is, as you said, it's our final home game, so it'll be Senior Night. And although the season has not gone so the way the seniors and most of the team has wanted to go, it's definitely been a good. The seniors have definitely had a good time so far this season. For the coin toss, we had Mason Sadler, Caleb White, Colton Brock, and Ryan Andrew. For the coin toss right now.
All right, yes, it has started, and that was the kickoff right there. So tonight we're actually facing up against Olathe North. Which actually has some great standing right now. In the state, they are ranked 11th out of, lots of teams. There's over 2,000 in the state, which is just amazing. It's a crazy number.
And Olathe Northwest is ranked 106, which is not something that they want, but you know what, you get what you get. But right now, Olathe Northwest player is definitely junior running back Arnold Bruce. He has 1,374 yards on 201 attempts. So if you guys hear us talk about Arnold Bruce a lot, you know why. He's been very good so far this season.
Wow, that is just amazing. And to hear all those, all of that great information about the players and everything, looks like we're going to have a really crazy game tonight. It's going to be a very interesting one to watch for sure. North actually lost their last game in Lawrence.
They did indeed. They lost their last game to Lawrence. Right now, their season standing is at 5-2. They've definitely had a good season so far, as they ranked number 11. For their stats this season, their rushing yards, they have run 252.7 rushing yards per game. They have 156.6 receiving yards per game. They have 38 total touchdowns, around 77 tackles per game. They have 5 sacks in the year and 8 interceptions. So we'll see how that goes. Right now, in the game is 3rd and 16 in the Ravens territory for Olathe Northwest Ravens, as the game has just started with 11 minutes right now in the quarter.
Well, tonight I think that, obviously every sport is physical. You've got some physical aspects in there, but what I always like to think about is the what it takes mentally. As the players are, going down the field or up the court or whatever it is in that specific sport, whatever it is mentally, that could be, a game changer right there. So to be in the right mindset is very important. And tonight we're looking at about, 48 degrees. It feels like 45 out right now here at CBAC. But, I think that's pretty good temperature, especially this time of year for such a game like this.
It definitely is indeed. A lot of players do not have arm sleeves on. They're going without sleeves tonight. So right back to the game. Mason Sauer threw a long pass, but no one's in the vicinity. So right now it is 4th and 16 in Olathe Northwest's territory at the 21st yard line right now. So yeah, when you were talking about the game mentally, it definitely does take a lot, especially injuries, as you do say. Chase Brown, their expected starting running back, got injured on the first game of the season. He has a torn ACL. But luckily for number 2 senior running back Logan Evans, who this has been his first season as a starter, he was able to shine so far this season. He's been very productive considering that's been his first year. So back to the game. Olathe Northwest just playing the ball, and now it goes back to the North Eagles. On the play during the punt, we can tell it was roughing the kicker. The offense right now is back on the field, so looks like it could have been a penalty on Olathe North, It is 4th down and 11, so they're going to punt it again. It was a 5-yard penalty on the Olathe North Eagles, so Ravens will get it back again, and they'll be punting again. Pretty short punt for the Ravens, as number 1 for North is there to receive the punt, but it just rolls around to the 44-yard line of Olathe North's territory. So right now, Olathe North will be taking the field, led by, as we said earlier, their very star running back, junior Arnold Bruce. Last game at Olathe North, although it was a 35-10 loss, he had 140 yards on 32 carries, making that 4.4 yards per carry. So he did have a touchdown that game and had 100 plus yards. So this season he has had 22 touchdowns this season, which has been very good. And that was a good play by him. That was a good play by Olathe North as they pick up a first down, 1st and 10, at the 44-yard line of Olathe Northwest's territory. Leading into the quarterback, but he just runs right up to the 45-yard line.
By number 46, Dalton Boyd.
The tackle was by number 46, Dalton Boyd, who is a senior this year. He'll be honored at the halftime show for seniors. And speaking of the halftime show for the band will now be after the game.
Yeah, in fact, the halftime show after the game is actually a pretty special one, which we call the Glow Show, kind of a tradition here at Northwest. Every year, band students pack up as much glow sticks as they possibly can, and they build them on top of their uniforms. So that should be very neat to watch. So stay tuned at the end of the game.
Yeah, it'll be a very good end of the game show, but this will be the final football game at Seaback, and it'll be our final broadcast here for quite some time, especially at Seaback. We'll have basketball coming in a couple months and women's soccer coming in the spring of 2020.
Yeah, that's right. But, you know, we're just very excited to see how this game turns out, as it is the last one here at Seaback.
We are very fortunate, but a 2-yard pickup, a 1-yard pickup on the last play, making it 3rd and 9. Quarterback takes it and keeps rushing, and he gets what seems like the first down right on the marker. So it will be first down at around the 34-yard line in Ravens territory for Olathe North. Right now, the quarterback is also Arnold Bruce. He does play quarterback and running back, so that adds to his rushing total. He's a very good rushing quarterback. Right now, what we see, he's a very good throwing quarterback as his receiver on the left sideline gets the first down.
Yeah, that's right. That certainly is a very busy junior. It seems like he has quite a bit of the team riding on his shoulders.
He does. For his position, he's ranked number 11 at his position in the state. So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line for Olathe Northwest's territory. Arnold Bruce keeps going, and he is going to be running for the touchdown. A 25-yard touchdown by number 7, Arnold Bruce. Very good touchdown by him as he adds to his season total of touchdowns very early in this game. So a good play by Olathe North.
Wow, that's amazing. All right, so Olathe North right now is sitting at 6 points, but they have a chance right now to get just get a couple more points here.
Indeed, it seems like the holder will be number 7, Arnold Bruce Jr. He has been from what we can tell this game, he's been very active and busy so far. He's been quarterback, running back, and right now he is the holder as the extra point is good.
It is good. That's correct.
So the score right now is 7-0, Olathe North Eagles, as the Ravens will be getting the ball after the kickoff. So right now the Eagles score within 4 minutes of the start of the game, so that is not what the Ravens want, as they want their defense to be able to slow down the game as much as possible so their offense will have as much time on the field as they can. Right now the Ravens want their defense to hold Olathe North to as little time as they can so the offense will have more time on the field, so that the defense will not be on the field as much and won't be getting worn down near the end of the game, or in the middle of the game, excuse me. So we'll see how that goes for both teams. But right now the kicking team for Olathe North is taking the field right now. So right now the student section for Olathe Northwest has not been very packed to what we normally expect. It is around half to 2/3 full from what we can tell right now.
Yeah, that's right. You know, as the game progresses, might get a little bit more full. We'll see what happens, but you know, you'll notice tonight a lot of the students and the cheerleaders, and you know, also on the team, some of the football players are wearing a lot of pink gear in honor of breast cancer awareness, which is, you know, just fantastic. Just for just the social scene, you know, people are, you know, seeing all of this and the support to breast cancer. In fact, students had the opportunity this week to support breast cancer with some T-shirts and hoodies sold at school, which was just a fantastic cause.
It was indeed. the theme for this game was pink out, so a lot of people bought their T-shirts and got the ones from last year. So it's
yeah.
a good way to raise awareness for just breast cancer awareness, which is something that plagues just a lot of women and a lot of people in general so far, has affected many people. So
That's
right now the Ravens, Olathe North just kicked the ball off to the Ravens, so the offense will be taking the field here momentarily.
After the penalty, Ravens will take over 1st and 10 from the Northwest, 35.
There was a penalty on the kickoff, so the ball would be on the 35. It's assumed that the penalty was on Olathe North, as the ball was kicked way farther than what the ball is at right now. So right now we have quarterback Mason Sadler taking the field, his go-to wide receiver number 88, Ryan Andrew, his slot running back Trevor Bolden, and his primary running back Logan Evans, who has taken over since Chase Brown is injured, as we talked about at the beginning of the game. So Mason gets the ball and he hands off to Logan Evans, or the running back. He gains around 3 or 4 yards in that play, so good play by the Ravens running backs and the offensive line.
Tackled by Jacob Parrish.
Looks like we got a little bit of a substitution out here.
We did indeed one player substitute for the Ravens, but it was a 3-yard pickup by the running back, so it's 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line. Number 81, Ian Irwin, subs in to the game for the Ravens.
Yes.
Ball carrier is number 2, Logan Evans.
Alright, so on the previous play, Logan Evans got backed up right to around, he got 2 yards on the play, so he got a couple yards, we got pushed back after that. So they're at the 40-yard line of their own territory, so it's 3rd and 5 at the 40-yard line with around 6:45 left in the first quarter. And number 86 for the Ravens, Jesse Duckworth, the 6-foot junior this year, has stepped in for the Ravens. He's not been used much this season from what we can tell, but he's definitely been productive on JV when he's been put on JV. Right now it's 3rd and 5. The Ravens opt to rush it, but they're not getting any yards on the play, and they're pushed back. Logan Evans did take the handoff, so it is 4th and 5 at the 40-yard line. So no gain on the play, as the special teams will now be taking the field. Now the Ravens will be playing the ball here momentarily. As we said, the Olathe North Eagles defense they have 5 sacks on the year. And that was a very good punt by the Ravens as it goes on the 20-yard line. It is stopped by number 58, Colton Prock, at the 25-yard line of North's territory. So the offense will be taking the field, led by the quarterback and running back number 7, Arnold Bruce, who has been very productive this game so far and has been productive this season so far. Although he's a junior, he will probably gain a lot of college looks, as he's been very impressive for the number 11 ranked Eagles in the state of Kansas.
Oh, and that's a pass to number 21, who's taking it all the way. And that's another touchdown for North.
75 yards on the Olathe North touchdown.
That updates the score to 13 for Olathe North. And, Northwest, Andrew, Northwest is, they're a little bit behind. I think that they can make it up. So we're going to see what happens here, but, this is definitely interesting.
Yeah, although the Eagles scored very easily on that play, the Ravens did not have to go on many plays on a drive. It was one play, so the defense did not get as gassed as they usually are, as it was just one play. Maybe the secondary got a little bit gassed.
And the kick is good.
And the kick
is indeed good, so it was 14-0 Olathe North, as the Eagles will be kicking off the ball shortly. That was a very good pass by Arnold Bruce to number 21 for Eagles. Number 21, Dale Stout, a wide receiver who went to California Trail Middle School, and he obviously goes to North right now, so he's been very good this season from what we can tell that was a very good pass and very good connection between Arnold Bruce and Dale Stout. So yeah, now the Eagles will be kicking off the ball again. So the Ravens need to figure out a plan to get their offense back on the field and get some more productivity going. As last game, they did win against Shawnee Mission South and to win to overtime, and they scored right on the. It was a very close game going to overtime, and the Ravens were able to pull out. So their offense, they were able to score the most points they've scored this season, being 26. So let's see if they can get more of that offensive spark going on this game. But the Olathe North Eagles defense has been very good. Although their sacks and interceptions don't show, they've been very good defense so far, which has led them to the number 11 rank in the state of Kansas. So the ball is picked up on the right sideline for Northwest, and number 10 Gabe Barfrey takes it out around the 20-yard line. So it'll be around first and 10 at the 20-yard line, with around 5 minutes and 25 seconds left in the first quarter. And the Eagles have scored 14 points already halfway through the first quarter, which has been very good so far for them. And the Ravens got to figure out how to get their offense back on track like they did for Shawnee Mission South game, but they also got to get their defense to stop this very prominent Olathe North Eagles offense, which is very good so far. Right now, the primary players going back on the field are quarterback Mason Seiler, Logan Evans, Charlie Bolden, who's in the slot, and Ryan Andrew. Mason Seiler's going to try and pass it. A little bit of interference on that play, but no flag on the play as it was targeted to Ryan Andrew, but it was defended by the Olathe North Eagles. It did seem like there was a little bit of interference on that play, but the Eagles got lucky in that play. The ball was thrown around the 50-yard line, around to Ryan Andrew at the 50-yard line. He will be stepping out of the game right now. Number 89, number 90. Number 90 being Cade Kaufman. Number 89 being Logan Hansen, the tight end, who is on the roster, the only labeled tight end so far we have on this roster. So it'll be 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line for the Ravens. They opt to rush it with number 12 quarterback Mason Seiler. They didn't seem like they gained many yards in that play as they did not. It was 3rd and 10 at the 19-yard line. If there was a call around the 50-yard line for pass interference, then they would have been at the 50-yard line with a little bit of offensive momentum, as they would have been on the border of their own territory and the North Eagles territory. Right now they're having a talk right now as Ryan Andrew does go back into the game. He took 2nd down off as he was definitely a little bit frustrated on that play, on the last play. Number 88 Ryan Andrew lines up on the left side as they opt to rush it again. They gained around 1 to 2 yards in that play, but of course it's not enough. It was 4th down and 8 as they gained 2 yards around the 21-yard line. The opposing team will now be taking the field. Seems like number 18 John Lindsay will be playing the ball. John Lindsay has been a very good player for the Ravens. Although he's kicker, he does play soccer for the Ravens as he is the goalie. And he also plays basketball, so he's been able to balance all his studies and balance all 3 sports he plays. But luckily, being the kicker for Olathe Northwest has not interfered with soccer as much because he only has to kick the ball into the field goal.
That was Mario Sanchez, number 1 for Olathe North, who just took that ball a few yards.
It did indeed. They are in Olathe Northwest's territory at the 48-yard line. Mario Sanchez has been a very good player for the Olathe North Eagles so far this season. But as we all know, the best player, the most prominent player on Olathe North is definitely Arnold Bruce, the quarterback and running back. He is very phenomenal. This season has been very outstanding.
That's right, Andrew. Do you have anything else about Arnold Bruce? He seems like a very busy junior right now.
He does seem like he's a very busy junior, as he's very good, but he's only a junior this year, which is very impressive, as he has had a very good season. So if he keeps that up and improves, he'll be able to get a lot of college offers and maybe some Division I offers.
Oh, absolutely. That's amazing.
Some very prominent players from Olathe North who have gone to college are Isaiah Simmons, who plays for Clemson, and Darren Sproles, the running back for the Philadelphia Eagles. He's made multiple Pro Bowls in his career, and he seems like he is going to end the season at the Philadelphia Eagles. But Isaiah Simmons played for the Clemson Tigers, and he has won a couple national championships at his time there. Seems like a false start on the Ravens. As the Ravens definitely moved, and yes, it is indeed a false start on the Ravens. But yeah, speaking of Arnold Bruce, he'll definitely, if he continues to play next year, he'll definitely get some college looks, maybe some offers, maybe from Division I schools, or maybe from some minor Division I schools, not from the Power 5, but based off of Olathe North's history of getting athletes to go to college, he definitely has a very good chance of it.
Oh, absolutely.
Very good run by the Olathe North Eagles as they get a first down and a couple more. It seems like 5 yards more on the play. So it's going to be first down at the 34-yard line. With around 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Yeah, speaking of college athletes going to, or speaking of high school athletes going to college, Andrew Dumas, he played running back for the Olathe Northwest Ravens, our team. He got a scholarship offer to Missouri Northwest State. As number 7, Arnold Bruce takes it on the right sideline as he gains a couple more yards, maybe a first down. He did indeed gain a first down, so it's 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line. But yeah, Andrew Dumas did get a scholarship offer to play football, and he did do track and field, but mainly just field events last year. He had a very good career here at Olathe Northwest, and he has not played much at his time in college so far, but he's only a freshman, so we'll see how that goes for him. He'll definitely get some more looks and reps going to the next season. And speaking of Arnold Bruce, he keeps going and gets the first down. He has been rushing so many times this game. He appears to get the first down right now. He indeed did gain a first down. It is 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line, so not first and goal, but he did gain a lot of yards on that play. He has 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line for the Olathe North Eagles with around less than 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Arnold Bruce takes it and goes to his right.
He's going for it.
He scores.
And that is a touchdown.
Touchdown Arnold Bruce of Olathe North. Score is now 20-0 Olathe North.
That'll be the 3rd touchdown for Olathe North. And they are definitely gaining some points here. I don't know. But you know they are doing a very they're really good competition tonight. Let's say that.
Definitely, they're ranked number 11 in the state, as we can tell, and that is definitely not a big influence on the student section, as there are not many people in the Olathe Northwest student section. But Olathe North has made the kick, so it is now 21-0 Olathe North Eagles with around 1 minute 45 left in the first quarter.
That's right. All right, so it looks like Northwest right here we're actually setting up for a punt. All right, and that's the kick from North. And caught by the Ravens.
Yeah,
right now they're going for it.
can I hear you?
And there they go. They're in.
Ravens will take over first and 10 from the 27.
Alright, so the offense
Logan Evans,
has taken the field, and number 2, Logan Evans, takes it a couple yards in the play.
by Nolan Gray.
So it'll be second down and 7, so he gained around 3 yards in the play, so it's second and 7 at the 30-yard line with around a minute and 15 left in the first quarter.
Yeah, that's right. Now, here at the end of the first quarter, actually, we're going to throw it down to our sideline reporter tonight, Riley.
Riley Moore, yes, Riley
That's
Moore.
right, Riley Moore. We're very excited for her to give us a little bit of a report, see how things are going down there. So we'll let you know when we're about to send it to her, but that'll probably be at the end of the quarter.
And speaking of Riley Moore, her and Quentin Talbot were able to anchor ONW Now on Thursday, so if you guys want to check that out, it'll be on the Raven Daily YouTube. But going back to the game, number 6, Trevor Bolden, gets a really good run on the left sideline. So as soon as he began very good yards on that play, but unfortunately, Olathe North Eagle is down, and he is not looking very good. But yeah, Olathe North Eagle is down the field, and he is not beginning up. This does not look good. We'll come back to you when the medical situation gets resolved.
All right, he's finally up and standing, and it looks like the student sections are finally getting up, cheering him on as he walks off the field.
All right, guys, the medical situation to get, from what it seems like it has been solved. He is walking out the field, not on his own will, but he is walking with a bunch of coaches. It does seem like, when we can tell, it's a cramp, but we'll see if we can get any hearings on that in a little bit. But right now, the offense is taking the field, and the Eagle is going out the field slowly to the right sideline. He is walking very slowly. It may not be a cramp, it could be a leg injury, something like that. But from what we can tell, does not look good. He is walking very slowly to his own sideline. Very slow walk. That does not look good for him.
After the injury, it's first and 10, Olathe Northwest.
So it's first and 10 at the 38-yard line for the Olathe Northwest Ravens.
Now?
Mason
Are we going
Sadler
now?
does it to his running back, but seems like it was fumbled by one.
Oh, Riley, if you're gonna tell Riley not off if she's not like.
All right. Am I on? All right. Is it definitely a fumble on Olathe Northwest as Olathe North has recovered it? So the offense goes back to the sideline as the North offense comes back on the field, which is not good for the Ravens defense and not good for the Ravens offense.
Mic is on right now, so tell her not to talk from this. Turn your mic on.
Oh.
Arnold Bruce keeps on going to the right on the right sideline. He scores. Touchdown Olathe North. Another big play by Arnold Bruce, and that is not good. Not good for his defense or offense. This has not been what they've been looking for. It is 27-0 with 30 seconds left in the game, or in the first quarter, excuse me.
Zach Williams-Neal is to attempt the point after.
So the Olathe North Eagles will be going for the extra point. And it is good.
Kick does appear to be
And
good.
the kick is good.
Well, that'll update the score. 28 for the Olathe North Eagles.
Indeed it does. In the next 30 seconds, we'll be taking it down to Riley Moore, as we said previously. But yeah, score is 28-0 with less than 30 in the first quarter. Now, it seems like the student section for Olathe North on the other side of our press box, they seem to be pretty packed so far, as Olathe North has a very good football fan base and a very good sports fan base, as them and Olathe North, Olathe North, Olathe East, and Olathe West definitely have the best programs for athletics, if we can tell.
That's right, yeah. The Olathe Northwest fans just below us here, they have been filling up a little bit more. We've gotten a little bit more activity tonight since the game started, filling up most of the student section now. So that's pretty good for the student section.
Indeed it is. On the right of the student section is the marching band. Although the Marians are losing right now, the Marians marching band has definitely been having fun this season, just with all their band performances at the home games and just having fun overall. On the left of the student section is all the parents, and there are more this game because of the senior parents. So they definitely want to show up for this game as it's senior night. From what we know, there will be a senior presentation at halftime, and the Ravens marching band performance will be moved to after the game. Right now, Olathe North will be kicking off to Olathe Northwest.
That's right, and it's caught by Olathe Northwest as they run up the middle, but it looks like they're stopped at about the 20-yard line.
Yeah, around the 20-yard line on the right sideline. So
Tackled by number 9,
on the Ravens' offense's right side.
Will take over first and 10 from the Olathe Northwest 22.
So right now the ball will be at the 22-yard line of Olathe Northwest's own territory. They definitely need to get some more offensive spark and momentum going into the game, or going into the second quarter, because as of right now, they have not had very good field position. They've not crossed the 50-yard line, or at least if they have been on the 50-yard line, they've not crossed it very far, and it's been mostly in their own territory. So they need to get that under control and get some more offense going. As the defense has been getting, they've just began play by Arnold Brewer. He's been very good.
All right, and that was passed up to number 6 for Olathe Northwest. That's Trevor Bolden running up. We gained about 10 yards.
We did gain around 10 yards, or a couple of yards. We gained 7 yards in that play, so it's 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line. A very good run by Trevor Bolden, as he has been running slot running back for the Ravens, as he is behind Logan Evans in the depth chart. Originally, he was number 2 and number 3 before Chase went down, and Logan Evans stepped up to the running back number 1 job. So his second two at the 30-yard line for Olathe Northwest. They get off to the running back, but they gain around 1 yard in that play.
Logan Evans
takes around 1 yard in the
tackled by
play.
number 76, Jaheim Johnson.
He gains 2 yards in the play.
Gain of 2 on the play, and an Olathe
So it's
Northwest
first and 10 at the 32-yard line, and that is going to be the end of the first quarter. So momentarily, we'll take it down to Riley Moore.
And that's the end of the first quarter with the score Olathe North 28, Olathe Northwest 0.
With this being the last regular season game for many of the seniors, they're working hard. The offense wants to work. The offense are working to make sure the offensive blocks are better on the line, and the defense main focus is to have be tighter on defense in the outfield. The seniors are going to lay their heart out there tonight and work to win this.
Well, unfortunately, we had just had a couple technical difficulties there with Riley's microphone. We'll be back in a little bit with the sideline report from her. But since that's happened, we've actually started the second quarter.
Side, so
Logan Evans, the ball carrier.
Variance territory being a left
Tackled by Mason
of
Fry.
center field, so
Gain
he's going to
of
be around
4
4 yards
on
on
the
that play, so it's second and
Second
6
down.
at the 13-yard line. It seems as if Logan Evans got the carry, so he gained around 4 yards on that play. So as previously said, it is second and 6 at the 36-yard line. So inching towards midfield as they want to get back into Olathe North's territory, as that would definitely help them going into the game, or going into the second quarter, which is what they need right now, as they are down 28-0. Off. The handoff will be taken, but by who we assume is Logan Evans, as he gains around 4 yards on the play around the 40-yard line. Indeed, the carry was by Logan Evans. The ball is placed right near the 40-yard line, so it says third and 2 at the 40-yard line. So Raven's got to get some more yards on that play in order to get a first down, as they don't want to go to the fourth down, as they'll most likely bring the punt team off. Number 90, Cade Coffin, goes back onto the field for the Ravens. Ryan Andrew will line up to the left side of the offense, the best receiver on the team. Mason takes the hands off to Trevor Bolden, but he is stopped right on the marker.
Trevor Bolden, the ball carrier, tackled by
A tackle loss of 6, so it's 4th and 6 at the 35-yard line, so not what the Ravens wanted, as they got to bring the punt team back on from number 18, John Lindsay, the multi-sport athlete of Olathe Northwest. So the offense this game has not been what they've been expecting, and the defense has just been getting a lot of points have been scored against the defense. Let's just say that by Arnold Bruce. He has definitely been carrying the Olathe North Eagles so far, except for the one touchdown pass to Dale Stout, number 21, the receiver. Very good pump by John Lindsay as Olathe North takes it, and he gets around to the 48-yard line of their own territory.
An amazing run by Olathe North just then.
Indeed, a very good run by Olathe North. The ball is at the 48-yard line of Olathe North's territory, as quarterback Arnold Bruce will not be taking the field. He has had a very productive game so far, and he has been responsible for all the touchdowns so far this game. A touchdown pass and a couple of rushes for the touchdown, so around 3 rushing touchdowns for Arnold Bruce and 1 touchdown pass from Arnold Bruce to number 21, Dale Stout. So the offense for Olathe North has been very good, extremely good this game so far for North, and their defense has stopped the Ravens on every single try they've had. So now Olathe North now takes the field, and Arnold Bruce will take it, and he keeps going, and he is a lot of missed tackles going on by the Ravens, and he is on the left sideline for Olathe North, and he gets stopped by number 10, Gabe Arfetti, at the left sideline at the 10-yard line. A very, very good play by Arnold Bruce, as he has just been taking over this game.
Absolutely.
For North, and the defense has no answers for him, but most defenses this season have not had an answer for him as well.
That's absolutely correct. I mean, it was just amazing to see him just slip away from so many of those players. Thankfully for Gabe Arfetti, we were able to get that back a little bit.
Indeed.
But as we're seeing here, they're getting even closer to touchdown range. They are very, very close, though. Not quite there, but we're getting there.
They are indeed. But Arnold Bruce's best game this season has definitely been the game on the 11th of October, where they won 77-49, and he had 318 yards rushing on 33 carries, a 9.6 average, and he had 5 touchdowns that game. 5. He's just been very insane this season, just very good. But going back to the game, it is second and goal at the Olathe Northwest's territory, as Arnold Bruce takes it, and he seems to have a touchdown on the right sideline corner near the pylon. And he indeed has the touchdown, so it is 34-0. Olathe North now leads. Arnold Bruce has just been very good this game so far. And it is 34-0 in the second quarter with 8 minutes left. Very good. Very good.
And a kick from Olathe North. And looks like the
And the kick is
kick
good.
is kick is good. There we go. All right. And North, the kicking team for North has just kicked the ball. And it looks like we've stopped right about the 35-yard line.
By Olathe Northwest. Ravens will take over 1st and 10 from the 25.
It was a very high kick by the Olathe North kicking team as the ball goes to the Ravens at the 25-yard line. So around the average position, each team will be taking the ball. As the Ravens now take it with the offensive line and all their players. Quarterback Mason Styler will now be taking it as their offense, as both teams are now lined up near the right side of the field. Mason Styler hands off to running back Logan Evans as he does not seem to gain many yards in that play.
Logan Evans, ball play.
It is around 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line still.
Shaheen Johnson.
He did not gain any yards in the play,
gain
so
on the play. 2nd down and 10.
not a very productive play by Logan Evans so far. He's definitely been giving himself his all to the team so far this game.
Oh, and that was a pass to number 2 for the Ravens, Logan Evans.
Tackled by Abram Phillips.
Didn't get too far on that last run there, but it is now 3rd and 10, so we're still going up. But I mean, it's definitely a work in progress here for the Ravens. All right, Ravens are ready here for another play. And that was an attempted pass by number 88, which is Ryan Andrew. Unfortunately, it was incomplete for the Ravens.
It's 4th down and 9.
It is now 4th down. And they're going for it. The punt has come in, caught by Olathe North.
Mario Sanchez with a fair catch. Eagles.
That'll be Mario Sanchez for Olathe North, who
42.
just gained possession of the ball.
Indeed, Mario Sanchez did gain possession on the punt. It was a very high punt by Olathe Northwest. So we'll see where they put the ball for Olathe North. It's like the officials are being right now. as he goes on the 40-yard line of North's territory. No, excuse me, 41. They really did. So now defense will be taking the field as they seem very gassed at this point. They've been on the field for a lot of the time so far, and most of the time they've just been getting.
Sarver's pass caught by number 21, Dale Stout. Tackled on the play by number 10, Dave Marfetti. There is a flag on the play.
Looks like there's now a flag on the field on that last play there. Waiting to see how this thing resolves.
Alright, it seems like there's a flag on the Ravens defense as the ball gets pushed to midfield at the 50-yard line. So the Olathe North Eagles began some good yardage right on that flag, so they'll be taking over at midfield. Their quarterback and running back, Arnold Bruce, has been very good this game so far, as we previously said. Let's see what he does here. It seems like he has another false start. It's indeed a false start on the Ravens, so it's a 5-yard penalty. So it goes to the 45-yard line of ONW's own territory.
This will be I believe, the second false start that we've had so far in tonight's game.
I think it is
By the Ravens.
Yeah, second false start by the Ravens. So Arnold Bruce began some very good position so far. As he takes it, it goes to number 21, Dale Stout. Seems like he's his favorite target so far this season. And they did get a first down barely by 1 yard, so it'll be first and 10 at the 34-yard line of Olathe Northwest's own territory. And Arnold Bruce will now be gaining some better position on the field. It's like an incomplete pass by Arnold Bruce on the right sideline to one of his players.
It's second down and 10.
It does not seem like Arnold Bruce is the quarterback right now, as it seems like number 12, Jackson Sarver, will now be taking possession. He's a senior for Olathe North. But Arnold Bruce is now the running back as he goes on the right sideline and he gets taken out right around the 20-yard line. So it'll be first and 10 around the 20-yard line, exactly the 20-yard line. So it seems as if Arnold Bruce is subbed out back to the running back position as he's been very good so far this season. And the quarterback, Jackson Sarver, will now be gaining some more opportunities as Arnold has been quarterback and running back for this game. But Arnold Bruce has done his job as quarterback and the job goes to Jackson Sarver. Sarver looks like he's getting a play call from the sideline. As he gets the ball and he throws it, a short pass to Arnold Bruce as he gets it and gets out around the 17-yard line. So a little bit of a 3-yard pickup for Arnold Bruce.
That's right. Looks like we gained a little bit of yardage there. Olathe North gained a little bit of yardage, but not much. It's only about 3 yards, right?
Yeah, they did gain 3 yards, so it's second and 7 at the 17. They're looking at the sideline for some more play calls with a little less than 18 seconds left on the play clock. Sarver takes in and lets it go to
Arlen Bruce runs up the middle, resulting in another touchdown for Olathe North.
Indeed, another touchdown.
Oh wait, unfortunately there was another flag on the play.
There is a flag on the play, yes indeed.
Let's see how this resolves.
both teams seem to be going back to the possession at the 17-yard line. It is most likely a penalty on Olathe North as it is. They keep on moving back. And they move to around the
After the penalty, it'll be second
they
down
move to the
and 15.
25-yard line. So an 8-yard penalty for Olathe North.
With second at 14.
Second and 15 for
Excuse me. Second
Olathe
and
North.
15, yeah.
It's okay. It's second and 15 for Olathe North at the 25-yard line. Jackson Sarver passes it to number 4 for Olathe North, Sylvester Union, who
Sarver's pass
is one of the starters for this game. So they
to number 4, Sylvester Union.
gain a lot of yards on that play around the left
46,
on the left side of the field.
Dalton Boyd.
It is third down and 1, so just 1 yard shy of the first down for Olathe North.
14 on the play. It's third down.
So it'll be
one.
third and 1 at the 11-yard line, and if they get first down, it'll be first and goal. So they got some cues from the sideline. As Jackson Sarver, he takes himself, he runs straight up the middle and gains a couple of yards on the play.
Sarver
So it's
keeps
most
the ball
likely
on
a
the
first
play.
down for Olathe North.
Tackled by number 8.
So it'll be
Caleb
first and
White.
goal
Gain of
around the
3
7 to
on
8 yard
play,
line.
First and goal, Eagles.
At the 8-yard line, so it's first and goal at the 8-yard line. We have a little bit less than 5 minutes left in the game, so alright, so it seems like Arnold Bruce, he goes straight up the middle for a Olathe North
Bruce.
touchdown.
Yards
So
gained
touchdown Olathe North,
North.
as the score is now 41-0, Olathe North. And the kicking team will go on for the kick. So again, Arnold Bruce, even though he wasn't quarterback this drive, he still had a very, very good game so far, resulting in most of the Eagles' touchdowns so far this game. And the extra kick is good. So the score is now
And the kick is
42
good.
42-0. Olathe North Eagles. As both teams go back to their sidelines, let's see what Coach Havner can tell the Ravens to get them motivated, as there is around 4 minutes and 35 seconds left in this first half. It seems as if Jackson Sarver will be taking back his quarterback position. And we'll see if Arnold Bruce will continue to add to his stats or stay in the sidelines to prevent injuries, as they will probably have a good seeding for state. As if they most likely win this game, they'll be 6-2 going into state, going into the playoffs, and the Ravens will be 1-7. So let's see what both teams can do, as the student section has stayed the same for the Ravens, but has not been as energetic as it has been as at other halftime games, or other games, excuse me, but this game has been very out of reach for the home team, the Ravens. So a lot of people, there's not been much energy so far this game so far, which has definitely led to Olathe North taking the ball to the end zone a lot of times this game.
Yeah, if you want to talk about energy, you can definitely see by the student section at the Olathe North Eagles. You know, they've got it going on. They're all color coordinated over there, and they've got the cheerleaders and dance team and everything, just like we have. But you know, I don't know. There is a lot more energy over there tonight. That's for sure.
They do, but they do have a very good fan base for a lot of sports, as their athletic program is very good at North. They're known for
True.
Sports Med as one of their 21st century academies, but they're definitely known for sports. As we just said, they've had a lot of
By number 81.
athletes, especially football, go to college, and one of them to the NFL, most notably Darren Sproles, who grew up here at Olathe North, when Olathe was not what it used to be in terms of sports in high schools. As Olathe North is one of the original high schools here down in Olathe. Olathe Northwest was built here in 2003. And the first season, or the first time Olathe West was built was in 2017, with the 2017-2018 school year.
That's right. Well, as we spoke of the Olathe Northwest, Ravens gained possession of the ball once more as they go up the middle right here and attempt to gain a little bit more yard.
But it is not enough for the first down. They gained a couple yards on the play, so it's a good run by number 2 Logan Evans. He gains a couple yards on the play. He gained 5 yards on the play, so it's 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line. But as I was talking about West, they've had a very good athletic program, especially football. They've had a lot of very good football players And just their athletic program has been very good, as a lot of players have transferred there for especially sports. So they have a very good football team, as they won a lot of awards and a lot of won awards last year. So they've been very good this year, especially considering it's one of their first seasons here. The quarterback Mason Siler hands off to Troy Bullen near the left sideline, and he takes it for a couple of yards. But it's not enough for a first down from what we can tell.
Gain of 4 on the play.
It was 4 yards on the play, so the Ravens gained 4 yards on the play, and Trevor gains 4 yards on the play. But it's not enough for a first down, as they were 1 yard shy.
The spot at the Olathe Northwest.
But now it seems like they did gain a first down, so Trevor Bullen got the extra yard.
That's right. That is a first down for Olathe Northwest. So maybe this is a little bit of a confidence builder.
It should be for the Ravens. They need to get past midfield in order to gain some more confidence. But for the subs, number 89 tight end Logan Hansen is subbed in for the Ravens.
That's right. They're only 5 yards away from passing the 50-yard line. So hopefully by then, like I just said, hopefully we'll get a little bit more confidence here.
Mason Siler hands
So
off
far
to
looking good.
He hands it off to number 2 Logan Evans, who goes straight down the middle and gains around 7 more yards on the play. So it is definitely a first down, as he gained 7 yards after the first down. So it'll be first down at the 40-yard line of Olathe North's territory. It seems like the first time they've passed midfield and gone to the North's territory so far this game. A very good sign for the Ravens offense.
That's right. That would definitely be a first.
It definitely was a first down indeed. Number 89 Logan Hansen subbed back into the sideline. Number 90, number 88 Ryan Andrew and Cade Kaufman switch sides on the field. Ryan Andrew is on the right side. Mason Siler takes the ball. A little bit of pressure. It is nearly intercepted by a defense. It seems like Mario Sanchez on the left sideline.
But it ultimately ended in an incomplete.
It did indeed, which is very good. A little bit lucky for the Ravens. Clock is stopped right now, so it'll be 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line. Number 6, Troy Bullen comes back into the game and replaces number 28, Manny Melendez. Number 89, Logan Hansen subs back into the game. But number 88, wide receiver, Ryan Andrew subs out of the game. Ryan Andrew has not had the greatest game so far, but it is definitely okay, as Logan Evans has been taking a lot of the workload so far this game. As he hands off to number 2, Logan Evans, as previously said. Gains around 3 more yards in the play. Seems like he got to the 37-yard line of North's territory.
That's right. And we're looking about a 3rd and 7. Here, we just got a little bit more to go. And that was a perfect pass to the Ravens, gaining a little bit more yardage here.
Another pass caught by number 88, Ryan Andrews. Tackled by Mario.
All right, we're now at 4 and 1. This is the 4th down. We got 1 yard to go. Very, very close to being able to get back to that first down, but unfortunately not quite enough to make it. 4 and 2. Just about 50 seconds here in the 2nd quarter, right before halftime.
Logan Evans
Had a little bit of a tackle, a mass tackle here on the field.
Tackled by A.J. Patillo. Timeout on the field.
Logan Evans with possession of the ball just then. Obviously a large target for lots of players tonight. Logan Evans being a very strong player. He's also he's a senior this year at Olathe Northwest. Will be honored tonight, actually, here in a few minutes with the senior night. Taking a quick timeout on the field. And we do have a new first down for the Ravens, which is very exciting. Hopefully another chance to get a touchdown here, a potential touchdown. We'll see what happens, but it is definitely a possibility. I think that right now our odds of getting a touchdown are pretty good, actually. We've been showing that, through the team and the student section here growing, it's starting to grow on the team a little bit. So it's, obviously starting to hype them up a little bit, get them ready to go to get those next few points. So we're very excited to see where that leads the team tonight.
Sadler's pass intended.
And Sadler's pass,
Incomplete. Second down.
that was intended for Mason Sadler, unfortunately was incomplete. As we can see in the playback there, it was a very close call, but it was still incomplete. Unfortunately, the ball did touch the ground. But we're about to see what happens next with this next play. Right now we're at the second down for the Ravens.
Logan Evans, ball carrier, gained loss of one on the play. Timeout, Olathe Northwest.
A timeout for Olathe Northwest has just been called, and we're at third down right now as we speak. As the Ravens prepare for their final few seconds here in the second quarter, we actually do have about 33 seconds here in the second quarter before halftime here. The Ravens are really trying hard tonight to get what they need to go get a touchdown, at least one or two maybe, to make senior night more significant. It is very important to the team tonight, especially. But obviously, with so many people being here, like I just said in the student section, we've got our odds pretty high for hopefully getting a little bit more, a little bit higher up on the field, and definitely a possible touchdown. Both teams look like they are taking the field once more. Once again, with 33 seconds left on the clock, we're at third down. And an attempted pass to number 88 for the Ravens.
Ryan Andrew is incomplete.
That'll be Ryan Andrew. Unfortunately, the pass was incomplete. That would have been a very, very close touchdown, but unfortunately, it might have been just a little bit of a stretch. We are looking at about 28 seconds right now at the fourth down. This is their final shot to go ahead and get it over to the next territory. All right, and that was Mason Sadler. It's number 26, but it looks like Olathe North has just gained possession of the ball as they've regained possession. And teams are now subbing out, and we're getting ready to go.
Is caught on the right sideline by Olathe North as they get a first down, and the clock is stopped at 14 seconds.
That's right. That's first down for Olathe North.
Indeed, it is a good throw by the quarterback, number 12.
Andrew, I'm not sure if you noticed, we were extremely close to getting a touchdown just then, as we go into halftime just now. But we were very, very close to getting a touchdown. In fact, I think that we definitely could have if we had maybe just a little bit more time on the clock and maybe a little bit more strategy within our players. But as it stands right now, we're playing, you know, kind of dangerously with the way that our plays are heading out. We only have a couple people going out there at a time, not covering all the angles, and you know it happens. It just, you know, the other team is going to get possession. That's just how it works, and we're seeing a lot of that tonight. So I think that the Ravens are going to have to step up their game. Maybe halftime can be kind of a break for them. So hopefully we'll see them, you know, gain a little bit of control here in the second half of the game. But you know, from what it looks like, you know, we've been kind of been losing it a little bit, so you know, hopefully we can pick that back up again.
Let's hope we do. So right now the score at halftime is 4-2-0, with what seems like the Olathe Northwest will be taking possession at the beginning of the second half. But right now the band will be taking the field. As I'm sorry for the confusion, but the band will be taking the field during halftime.
In addition to the senior night presentations, it'll be a little bit of a longer halftime tonight, but it'll be a good one. So stay tuned. We are going to take a little bit of a break, and we will see you back here right after halftime. Thanks so much.
Riley Busher. Riley's favorite memory is getting rained on at MSU and trying to hide from it behind the buses. Nicholas Bowen. His favorite memory is earning first place for Festival of Champions and drenching Mr. Davis with water during freshman year after winning KU. Paige Caldwell. Her favorite memory is singing Shout Out to My Ex every time we park the bus to the competition. John Cardarnella.
No, they're not walking.
His favorite memory are all of the Hay Ragin' Raisins memes from freshman year. Maddie Cole. Maddie's favorite memory is tripping over a rope in the freezing cold at UCM sophomore year. Kennedy Dyro. Her favorite memory is winning UCM junior year and storming the field. Quinn Gash. Going to IHOP at 3 a.m. with Michael Rowland. Colin Genter. Favorite memory, creating the sauce chant for the Barebones. Preston Glassford. David Dabby. Evan Hamilton. Favorite memory is Maddox Dabby. Devin Henry. Favorite memory is Luke Wallace spitting a mouthful of sunflower seeds at MJ's face at camp. Birthday girl, Katie Hughes. Her favorite memory is being on the dance floor with the band in Washington, D.C. Kaden Hurdig. Favorite memory is the bus ride home from winning UCM last year. Lauren Iverson. Favorite memory is becoming a mother of 20 at the age of 17. Rebecca James. Her favorite memory is going on the Washington, D.C. trip. Logan Keller.
Oh, they are walking.
Winning KU and UCM and the great bus rides afterward. Megan Kickbush. Her favorite memory is the flag boat. Jacob Long. Favorite memory is winning UCM and hearing Maddox's rendition of Piano Man in DC. Nikki Lynn Raharchuk. Being dubbed Rice Dad. Caden Miller. His favorite memory is getting up at the crack of dawn. Kevin Moreland. Favorite memory is hanging out with his friends during the DC trip. Sydney Moore. Her favorite memory is hiding in the subway during the defensive down at MSU.
I'm so happy that there's
Gianni Osborne. Sharing her beautiful voice on bus rides and winning a KU freshman year. Matthew Osborne. When Whitman held the drumline hostage on the bus. Brian Potts. Wesley Maine, get off my field. Emily Pine. Shipping a reed at literally every competition. Donovan Pippin. Getting semi-locked in Chinatown on the DC trip. Alexandra Prevost. Jamming out to music on the bus rides with my team and getting first place at KU and UCM. Dylan Pugh. The bus race. Abigail Richardson, winning KU and creating so many great friendships. Jace Richardson, the bus rides freshman year and winning grand champs at KU. Lucy Roberts, Pizza Friday. Michael Rowland, Going to IHOP at 3 a.m. with Quinn Gash.
Holy cow.
Dylan Saldivar, flipping on shaved ice during band camp. Julie Sanjean, going to DC.
Dude, so I have no idea which way they're walking.
Haley Scalabrin, playing We Are the Champions on the bus ride after winning KU. Brianna Scott, winning KU and being able to perform in so many cool stadiums. Anthony Segrist, blasting the Baby and Wu-Tang Clan on the bus ride. Aiden Schmoida, winning UCM and celebrating on the bus ride
I
home.
can't really tell from down here, but are they walking
Miles
up there?
Todd,
Are they walking
being the
somewhere?
best dancer in the band. Matthew Treva, winning first at
I
KU
see.
freshman year and
Yeah.
spending 4 years with my friends. Carly Ewell,
Yeah,
creating new friendships as well as enjoying every minute as a color guard member. Brayton Van Osdorf, junior year when drum major Haley Schwartz tackled me for a hug when we won UCM. Dominic Vergara, playing Mortal Kombat with Mr. Davis in DC. Luke Wallace, drumline camp. Madeline Waters, winning UCM and being a part of the Pizza Ranch Club. Jacob Welter, making a lot of new friends. Good luck next year. Olivia Whitenack,
What?
screaming to music on bus rides and getting stuck in a torrential downpour without a bus. Malia Whitney, getting second at Blue Springs South even after the sound system failed. Jessica Wyrick, switching set 2 at KBA freshman year with Cody H. Thomas Wigdahl, doing the rain dance and summoning thunderstorms with my section. And Kyle Wisdom, getting all of the senior awards last year.
You're not on the okay. I was about to move my camera.
Now taking the field under the direction of senior drum majors Jace Richardson, Ryan Todd, Hayden Herdig, and Sonia Brecken, we are proud to present the Olathe Northwest Pride Marching Band in their 2019 field show. Our show this year is titled Pulse. Ravel Bolero is primary focus music.
What?
Also
Okay,
features Andrew Lloyd Webber's Memory,
Okay.
and original music
Just
by
a little
our
update
senior
here on
ranger
the
and
field
composer,
thing.
Mr. Aaron
So
Kendrick.
I changed the channel, and it's now C5 instead of.
Drum major, the band ready?
And oh my gosh, we have like all of them.
Olathe Northwest is proud to share with you
We can do a recording.
Pulse.
Okay, I don't know how to fix this, but like my mic's like super unbalanced. Like I can hear Hannah and like Andrew really loud, but like Josh are really quiet. I mean, they really keep it quiet. Should I do the other guy waving his arms around?
Our greatest thanks goes to you for being here to support the outstanding student musicians, the Raven Pride Marching Band. Stick around after the game as we present our 2019 Glow Show. You don't want to miss it.
It doesn't matter that much, but I mean, for this, like, you can like just pick it up. I was just like, well, I was just wondering if,
for
like,
the 50-50 project graduation raffle drawing. If you are supporting project graduation and you purchase a 50-50 raffle ticket, please get that out at this
I
time.
can't see what like my view looks like. Alright, then I'll try one twice.
The winner of tonight's project graduation 50-50 raffle is holding ticket number 057033.
What?
If you have ticket 057033, please come to the press box at this time. Again, Olathe Northwest Football would like to thank its following sponsors for their participation and support: Austin's Bar and Grill, Johnny's Barbecue, Maculia Shaved Ice, Fry Wagner, Brad Hoppa with Keller Williams, Carpenter's Regional Council, Car Wash, Precision Printing, and Photos by Terry Bales.
There's no other way to get it off. Dude, my hands are getting tired. Yeah, I have to. Cooper recommended me to do that. Oh, it's so weird.
And we're back with about 20 seconds on the clock left of halftime here. We had an amazing performance by the band. Their show, their 2019 field show, is a great one this year. It's Pulse. They actually just got second place last weekend over in Topeka. Congratulations to the band. They've been doing fantastic this year. Last year they got first, actually, at the Festival of Champions in Missouri, which was fantastic as well. But this year has just been a little bit of an experimental year for the band. They've been going a little bit harder, trying a little bit more competition. So, they've been doing really good for what they've got. But we're back with the football game now at the third quarter. Right now we've got the Ravens coming back on the field, as we can see. The Ravens kicking team.
John Lacey in kickoff formation for the Ravens.
For the Ravens right now, we have number 18. John Lindsay kicking for the Ravens. Oh, kind of on the field a little bit. And that's number 9 for Olathe North, who ran with the ball. Corey Lawson.
Tackled by Caleb White.
All right. And the possession of the ball is now in the hands of Olathe North. So let's see what happens with that.
Alright, now the Eagles still retain possession as 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Seems as if number 12 quarterback Jackson Sarver will be taking possession of the quarterback duties. No,
And
excuse me.
snap to number 7.
Excuse me, the quarterback right now. First team's on that possession. It'll be Arlen Bruce, who so far in the first half had a, let's just say, slightly monster game.
Gain of 1. It's 2nd down 9.
Already, Arlen has not taken the snap, and he gives it off to his running back, who goes straight down the middle, who goes a little bit down the middle, gain a couple more yards. As it'll be 3rd down with maybe a couple yards gain that play.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and
Well, there's no gain on the play, so it'll be 3rd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
Yeah, Andrew, I've been thinking about this a little bit. Tonight has been pretty exciting. For the Ravens, we've had a couple close calls. We were there right before halftime, actually, if you remember back a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
We were very close to actually getting somewhere, maybe getting a touchdown or two.
were.
But looks like, we might have another chance here. We still got half a game to go, so we'll see what happens. But, it was just halftime a couple seconds ago. And I hope and I think that what happened was they actually had a chance in the locker rooms, just to the left side of the field here, to kind of talk it over, maybe get a little bit more hyped up, a little bit better with the whole team. So maybe we can pull out some points here in the second half of the game, which is definitely a possibility. We could absolutely pull something out here.
Yeah, let's see what they can do. The Ravens did get a stop, however, so it's 4th and 6 at the 41-yard line. The running back Corey Lawson did get a couple of yards on the play, but as a punt by Arlen Bruce. We've not seen a punt from him so far this game. But the ball rolls to around the 21-yard line, now 20-yard line of ONW's territory. So let's see if they can get some offensive momentum as the Ravens finally got a stop against Arlen Bruce, the best player they have probably faced this season, as he has torched their defense and just torched their team in general for most of the points. He did have a touchdown pass that went to number 21, Dale Stout, in the first quarter, and then we subbed out to go to number 12, Jackson Sarver, as starting quarterback. He did run for a touchdown, so he is essentially accounted for all the Eagles' touchdowns so far this game. So now ONW's offense now we've taken the field led by quarterback Mason Styler, who has not had many opportunities to show his skill set, but he's been taking his opportunities very seriously. He's not fumbled or intercepted so far. Or he did a fumble, but it was a throw to his other player. But number 2, Logan Evans, does get a handoff, and he goes straight to the middle, through the middle of the offensive line, as he gains around 5 to 6 yards on that play. I'd say 5 to 6 yards. Or excuse me, he gains 8 yards on that play. Very good pickup by number 2, Logan Evans, the first-year starter senior. So Well, now it's 9 yards he gained on the play, so 2nd and 1 at the 29-yard line. So a very good handoff to Logan Evans as he gains around 9 yards on that play. Very good play by him. He isn't very impressive taking over for Chase Brown. Originally he was not the starter, or not the start after Chase went down, but he proved his worth during practice. So he was able to get the starting job, and then that led Troy Bolden to be the slot running back. And then Eli Becker and Ray Melendez slid down the depth chart as a result.
That's right. Yeah, well, right now we're still on the first down.
Here, indeed, it's a new first down as the Ravens gave first down this game. It is at the 34-yard line of ONW's territory.
That's right. Well, we'd like to take a quick second to remind everyone to stay tuned after tonight's show for the Olathe Northwest Raven Pride Marching Band Glow Show. It's a spectacle every year tradition where the band students dress up in as much glow attire as they possibly can, including lights and glow sticks. So please stay tuned for that.
It will indeed be a very good presentation by the ONW band. They've been very good. Olathe Northwest is definitely known for their band. That is one of their bright spots. Well, not bright spot, it's one of their highlights of their school.
Yeah, we just talked about that actually a little bit. We got first place last year over in Missouri at the Festival of Champions, and this year second place continuously throughout the season. Nothing more, nothing less, which is a great middle ground, I think.
It is very good, as ONW is very much known for their academies such as Ecom, which is what we are doing right now for Rain Daily, and their engineering academy. They're also known for their band, as they, as you said, took first place last year. Now they took second place this year, and if they don't take that, it's either first or second. So that's very good in their program here in their 19-year history. Well, not 19-year, excuse me, 17-year history, going to their 20th year. But ONW is also known for their volleyball team, who will be competing in the tournament. Competing for state this in a couple weeks, as they are in the 12th seed in the tournament. And ONW soccer finished the season 10-6 as they go to the playoffs in a couple days. And ONW volleyball will go to the playoffs in a couple days too, not a couple weeks. It is 3rd and 2 for the Ravens, as Logan Evans seems like he got to the first down, but he did not. But there is a flag on the play, a little bit of a late flag. So we'll see what team that goes against. But before the play was 3rd and 2 at the 41-yard line for the Ravens. So they're a little close to midfield, so if they get past midfield, then they'll gain a little bit of momentum. But unfortunately, the student crowd has been shrinking and shrinking. But the penalty goes against the Olathe North Eagles, so it'll be first down for an ONW at the 42-yard line of Eagles territory.
Yeah, that's right, and it looks like a pretty big difference actually. Just then with that flag, this could be a game changer. We'll definitely see what happens with about 7 minutes left in the third quarter.
This could indeed be a game changer, but number 90, Cade Coffin, subs out of the game for number 88, Ryan Andrew, who has definitely been their best receiver this year so far. He lands the left of the offense, so we'll see what the offense does here. Most likely a handoff to Logan Evans. But Mason Sauer does take the ball. He throws it. It's number...
Oh! And we've made quite a bit of ground just then. That was number 88, Ryan Andrew, with the play, just running up the middle. What a fantastic play by him, and the rest of the team defending him.
It was a very good play by Ryan Andrew, as they get the first down, so it would be first down at the 26-yard line. A very good play by Ryan Andrew to hopefully spark the student section and spark the offense, as they need that if they want to stay in this game.
That's
or
right.
Get some points on the board to show for their season, as it's their last game at Seaback, so they want to do whatever they can to appease the crowd and please the players. It was a handoff to number 2, Logan Evans, as he gains.
Logan Evans, the ball carrier.
He has maybe 1 yard on that play.
That's right. Well, Andrew, you talk about the student section a little bit. You know, last time we had a game here at Seaback, we actually our student section actually got so excited, in fact, that one of the bleachers here up here over at Seaback actually bent in half. It was actually a pretty big bend, and they were getting extremely excited, and it actually did pull out a little bit of success for our football team. Still quite not enough maybe, but definitely quite a bit. We are seeing some of that same reaction from the crowd tonight as our team is making advancements just now. once again getting very close, almost just like it was before halftime. We're almost right where we were. In fact, maybe a little bit even further.
Indeed, we are gaining some more offensive momentum as the game is a little bit out of reach for the Ravens, but we'll see what they can do to show for the season. They did gain a couple yards in the play, so it was 3rd and 7 at the 23-yard line. Yeah, 23-yard line. So 5 minutes left in this third quarter.
Northwest just subbed out. Let's see, Stephen Bain, or I'm sorry, Eli Becker for Manny Melendez.
Those two have been mainly the slot running backs for the team.
Yeah,
but usually it's Logan Edmonds and Trevor Bullen at the slot, but Mason Tyler will take it. And it's barely intercepted by what seems like number 1, Mario Sanchez. Yeah, it was a dropped interception by number 1, Mario Sanchez, one of the best players on Olathe North.
Certainly a very, very close play.
But it's 4th and 7 for the Ravens at the 23-yard line, so let's see if they put number 18, John Lindsay, in for the kick.
That's right. This will give them one more chance to make that goal.
Let's see what they do. It seems like most of the offense is still out, so let's see if they go for it.
That's right.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like John Lindsay's coming into the game right now. But Eli Becker does sub into the game. So it'll be 4th and 7 at the 23-yard line. And timeout Ravens. So it seems like they'll decide if the offense will stay on the field or if they'll let John Lindsay go out for the kick. He's only been able to go just out for punts. He has not been able to go out for kicks. So if he can get a kick, he'll be able to show his worth with the team. But he's definitely been good for this team so far, nailing the extra points, nailing the kicks.
That's right. You know, in the game thus far, we have yet to see some of these close calls like this. You know, either a run or a kick for it. So I'm excited to see how this one turns out.
I'm excited to see how it goes too. It seems like between a 33 and a 43-yard field goal if they do send John Lindsay out for the kick. But from what we can tell from the huddle, it does not seem like he'll go out for the kick. Ravens are still in the timeout, as the offense will still take the field, and Mason Sadler will be on the field. They will not be going for the extra point with John Lindsay, so the offense will go for it on this 4th down. They've not converted most of their 4th downs this season, so they're kind of struggling in that department. And it's a little bit risky going against this very potent North defense.
And the ball is
Mason Sadler takes it, goes to his left. He throws it, and an open Trevor.
That's a touchdown for Olathe Northwest.
Touchdown number 6, Trevor Bolden on the right sideline in the end zone. Touchdown, Trevor Bolden.
What an amazing play by the Northwest Ravens. We got all that way, and we're just making it in the third quarter of the game, bottom of the third. We're getting close to the end here, but we just pulled out a touchdown, which is absolutely fantastic for the Ravens. The crowd is going wild.
And so the cheerleaders, but Trevor Bolden was wide open on the right sideline for the Ravens. No one was there for North, so seems like either miscommunication or North gave up on that play. But John Lindsay will be out for the kick, and let's see what he does here. A bad snap.
But the point is good.
He did get it. The snap was very low and hit the ground, but John Lindsay did pull it out. So a good play by Trevor Bolden and Mason Sadler, and a good extra kick by John Lindsay. So now the Ravens are finally on the board, 42-7, with 4 minutes and 38 seconds left on the clock. So now the Ravens will be kicking off shortly.
Looks like a great celebration for many of the players here tonight.
They're very excited as that was their first touchdown.
Yeah, and having a first touchdown gives them a shot, possibly getting some more touchdowns tonight. That's, I mean, just a great, puts you in the mindset, you know, to get those next points. We're very excited to see how that turns out.
Very indeed. The Ravens will do whatever they can to put some more points on the board, as the game is a little bit out of reach for them. But let's see what they'll do at their final game at Seaback for the season. Final game in the home crowd, and see what the seniors can do, as it is their season. But Trevor Bolden is a junior this year, so let's see if maybe the seniors will get more action. It seems like maybe near the end of the fourth quarter, a lot of seniors who haven't played much this season will sub in for the game.
That's right.
It's their last season.
Well, we've got the kicking team for Olathe Northwest coming out just now.
We do indeed. John Lindsay will be lining out for the kick.
With 4 minutes and 38 seconds left in the third quarter.
Indeed, John Lindsay kicks it off. The ball bounces a lot.
Oh, and straight into the game here, but they're already down in the possession of the North Eagles.
It is around the 38-yard line for the Olathe North Eagles. So very good execution near the goal line, or not the goal line, but within the 25-yard line for the Olathe Northwest Ravens, as they finally put themselves back on the board for the first time this game. So now the Eagles are on their huddle before they go out to match the defense, but defenses are on the field. Number 53, Connor Hilliard, is in the middle of the defensive line. See what they can do here. Seem to be running 3 up front, 4 near the 50-yard line. So see what they do. Number 7 for Olathe North, Arlen Bruce takes it. Let's see if he goes more to running back in this play. The quarterback is down the field, so let's see if Arlen takes most of the quarterback snaps.
Yeah, we haven't seen much of Arlen in this the second half of the game, but I think we're about to here now that they have possession of the ball.
We will indeed, as his running back Corey Lawson is on his side. As he takes it, he goes to the left sideline, and multiple Ravens tackle him down around the 35-yard line for Olathe North. So it's 1st and 10 around the 35-yard line for the Eagles.
Absolutely, yeah. Arlen's got it made. He's, it just took about 3 Ravens to take him down just then.
It did indeed. Corey Lawson, the running back, has not been shown much this game. As you guys have seen, Arlen Bruce has been taking over the game. He has just had all their touchdowns. So Corey Lawson, although he's had a productive season, it's been the Arlen Bruce show, for being honest. But he keeps running. He scrambles. He goes to his right, and he gets near the first down, maybe a yard shy, as he's trying to face off Bryce Johnson, the linebacker for the Ravens. It is 2nd and 1, so he was 1 yard short. So it'll be 2nd and 1 at the 36-yard line, or excuse me, the 27-yard line. So as said, it is 2nd and 1 at the 27-yard line with less than 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Let's see what Arlen Bruce and the Olathe North Eagles can do with their offense. They're definitely not giving up on trying to get some more points. They want to score as many points as they can to pad Arlen Bruce's stats. But number 9, Corey Lawson, goes to his right and he gets the first down and around 9 to 10 more yards in that play. So a very good play by Corey Lawson, the running back.
So in just a minute here, between the 3rd and the 4th, we are actually going to take it down to Riley to get us a little bit of a sideline report.
Yeah, we'll get Riley for the sideline report in a little bit, but Corey Lawson was tackled by number 58, Colson Prock, by the Ravens. So it was first and 10 at the 19-yard line, so a little bit near 1st and goal. But Arlen Bruce is going to take it. He scrambles to his right, and he's stopped around 2 yards shy of the first down. So good play by Arlen Bruce, as he's been rushing so many times this game. Even though he's taking out the quarterback, but he's a very good rushing quarterback from what we can tell this season.
Within just about a couple minutes here, we've gone from one side of the field to the other with Olathe North leading the way. And, their student section over there is getting ready for another touchdown, so we'll see how we defend it.
Indeed. It's 2nd and 2 at the 11-yard line, so let's see what Olathe North Eagles can do. But it seems like it was a false start. It was not a false start by the Ravens, but...
Well, the Ravens' defense really has to pull it out right now. This is their chance.
They do indeed. But
if they want to have a shot at the rest of the game here, they really got to take control.
Arlen Bruce has got the first down and a couple more yards in that play. As for the play, they were getting some more cues from the Eagles sideline. But they did gain a first down, so it was 1st and 6 at the 6-yard line, or 1st and goal rather, with around a minute and 15 left in the third quarter. So good play by the Eagles offense, as they have been shredding the ONW Ravens defense. They've been very gassed most of the game, as they have had 42 points scored against them, and it seems like many more points to come. Another touchdown to come, maybe. So they need 6 more yards to get on the board for Olathe North. Arlen Bruce takes it, scrambles to his right, and he seems like he is stopped shy of the goal.
Just slightly shy, with about 40 seconds remaining on the clock.
He did gain 4 yards on the play, so it's 2nd and 2 at the 2-yard line with less than 35 seconds left on the clock. So Olathe North is going to have to. They're going to have to execute a play shortly as they have 17 seconds left, so it's around the 4-second difference between play clock and time clock. Let's see what they do here. It initially seemed like a kick, but they'll be going for it right now.
Kill me. Yeah.
Arlen Bruce is going to take it, and he scores. Touchdown Olathe North.
All right, we're just about to take it down to Riley right now. So we'll go ahead and take it down to her in just a second.
But indeed, it was a touchdown by Olathe North.
Early in the third quarter, the Ravens got their first touchdown of the game by, I forgot his name. Okay, but the Ravens gained a little bit of confidence from that, and they're ready to keep fighting throughout the fourth quarter. The Ravens also, their next game is it's a rematch between Olathe North, so we'll see how this game is going to affect their next game against them, especially with it being a playoff game and that being the actual last game for most of these Ravens seniors that they'll ever play, or at least play in high school.
All right, well, a great little stand-up there from Riley. It's been great to hear from her and how
I forgot the guy's name.
How everything is going on the field. And so we're going to get right back into the game here.
There are 2 seconds left on the clock, but Olathe North did just score and they got the extra point, so it's 49-7 left with 2 seconds left on the clock. So it seems like the kickoff will be the last play of the third quarter, and we will transition to the fourth quarter. So let's see what the Ravens offense can do after they get the kickoff from Olathe North. See if they can put some more extra points on the board and see if some of the seniors can get some more action before their final game here at Seabeck. As the game is what seems like out of reach, to see if the seniors can get some more action, as previously said. As North is about to kick the ball off. So a little bit of a high kickoff by Olathe North, as ONW retrieves on the right sideline, or on the left sideline.
And that is the end of the
And it'll
third
be
quarter.
the end of the third quarter.
49, Olathe Northwest 7.
All right, so we're setting up for the fourth quarter right now. You know, so far, I think that it's been going pretty good. I mean, obviously, we are down a couple points. We're not exactly where we'd like to be, I'd say. You know, if everything was going right, we'd be winning. But for right now, I think that, student section's happy. Our team's pretty happy right now. So as long as we keep going, we're going to be successful no matter what. So as we continue here, the Ravens are in a little bit of a huddle, seeing where the team's going. I think that we have a chance to maybe get one more touchdown. In the best of worlds, we would hopefully get a little bit more to show. But I think that we definitely have a chance of getting a few more points. So I cannot wait to see what happens. What do you think?
We do definitely have a chance against more points, as Olathe North will most likely pull most of their starters going into the fourth quarter, as the game is definitely out of reach. But let's see if the Ravens seniors can do anything to stop the Olathe North offense. But Logan Evans did gain 2 yards on the run down the middle, so it's 2nd and 8 at the 20-yard line, or 31-yard line, excuse me. But yeah, let's see if the Ravens seniors can get some more action. Number 90, senior Cade Coffin, subbed out for number 89, tight end Logan Hansen. So a lot of seniors are switching out and switching in. They're mostly going to get most of the action tonight since the game is out of reach. But we'll see what they can do now. 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line. Now it's number 2, Logan Evans, as he gains a couple more yards on the play, but not enough for the first down.
It was close, though. It was close.
It was close.
Yeah, that's right. We are on 3rd down. Looks like we have about 2 yards to go.
We do indeed. 3rd and 2 at the 35-yard line. So let's see if Logan Evans can get some more yards, or if they're going to go to Mason Seiler to go push to his right. So again, it is 3rd and 2 at the 35-yard line.
Ravens just sent in Cade Kaufman,
They did indeed.
another senior tonight. Being senior night, it's really, really special for the seniors to be here supporting their team.
Right now on the sideline, they're watching film. But it does not seem like Logan Evans got the ball. It seems like he did not gain any yards on the play. He stayed around the 35-yard line, so it does not look like he gained any yards. But on the Ravens sideline, as previously said, they're looking at film to see what they can do best, see what they can do better. Right now it's 4th and 1. Logan Evans did gain 1 yard in the play, but it's not enough, so Cade Kaufman subs out again. And number 89, Logan Hansen, will sub in again. They've been switching constantly throughout this play, which is very interesting to say the least. Or thought they've been subbing in throughout this drive. So Ravens are going to go for it with 1 yard to go. They go to Logan, and it seems like he got it.
Logan Evans, ball carrier.
Seems like he did get a first down. So Logan Evans with a successful 4th down conversion. So it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line of ONW's territory. We have around 9 minutes and 30 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Our final game at Seaback. And our final football broadcast here on the ONW Raven Daily for the year.
Yeah, you know, I think that, you know, so far, you know, I mean, actually, I shouldn't say so far. We are actually very close to the end here with about 9 minutes left here at Raven Daily. But, you know, I think that we've had a pretty great season here. You know, we may not have won every game, but the student section's been here, and the school's really come together, and that's really what it's all about.
Unfortunately, while we were talking, the ball was intercepted by Olathe North. It was targeted for either Charlie Bolden or Ryan Andrew, but the defensive back was right in the middle of the play, and he intercepted it. So Mason Sadler with his, I think, first turnover of the game, definitely first interception of the game. So the Olathe North offense will take the ball around the 30-yard line as the ONW defense goes back onto the field. Not a great play by Mason Sadler. He definitely wanted to show out in his final game here at Seabeck in front of his home crowd, as he'll be graduating this year. But unfortunately, the play did not go his way. The Olathe North offense will be coming back into the game, more than likely led by number 7, Arlen Bruce.
And handoff to Arlen Bruce, who made it just a couple yards, not quite enough.
It was handed off by number 12, quarterback Jackson Sarver. But like Andrew said, Arlen Bruce definitely did get the handoff, and he gained a couple yards on the play. It seems like he didn't gain much yards on the play. But it's 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line again. So Jackson Sarver passes it to his left, and the receiver gains a couple yards on the play near the left sideline. So the receiver was Tyler Sims, a senior this year for Olathe North. So it'll be 3rd and 5 at the 35-yard line. So Tyler Sims gained 5 yards on the play, but it seems like the Olathe North will now be getting some cues from the sideline. A false start on the Ravens as they will move back 5 yards on the play. So a penalty on the Ravens as it is a false start on the ONW defense. So it will be let's see what happens here. Olathe North now begins some cues from the sideline. But it is 3rd and 5 at the 40-yard line. Arlen Bruce gets the ball, but he's not getting enough yards. But it'll be last play was first and 10, so now it'll be 2nd and 6. Arlen Bruce gained 4 yards on the rush. So 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line for Olathe North. They look back to the sideline again to get some more cues. So Jackson Sarver takes a snap. He goes by himself. He keeps rushing, but he seems to might have lost a yard or not getting any yards at all on that play. There's a flag on the play, however. Let's see what the refs say here. The refs did indeed call a penalty. Let's see what's against. is a penalty in the Ravens defense. So Olathe North will more than likely be gaining a first down, as they indeed do. And the ball will move back all the way to the
After the penalty,
44-yard line of ONW's own territory.
44.
So 1st and 10 at the 44 of ONW's territory with less than 7 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Again, Olathe North is now looking towards the sideline to get some more cues, as they have around 16 seconds left on the play clock. Jackson Starr gets a snap, hands off to Arlen Bruce. He's not getting made. He gets pushed back on the play. Let's see if he gains any more yards in that play.
Tackled at the line of scrimmage.
Well, it seems like the student section is decreasing as time goes on, as the game is out of reach, and Olathe North is just trying to run out the clock, as we have 6 minutes left in the 4th quarter. But the band will be performing after the game with their glove shows Andrew McCombs was talking about.
Looks like this year, from what I can tell, looks like a lot more lights and a lot
It
less.
seems like Olathe North is going, and he gets stopped around the 10-yard line.
Corey Lawson, the ball
Number
carrier,
9,
tackled by
Corey Lawson.
Garcetti.
He went to the right. He was running towards the right sideline as he gained a lot of yards in the play, so it was 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
A great play by North.
Indeed, he seemed to get 32 yards in that play. A very good run by number 9, Corey Lawson. Sorry to interrupt you, Andrew.
Oh, no, that's fine. The way that this is set up tonight, is just amazing. You know how, we have so many great players on our football team, but there are some really good players on North, on the North team as well. And we could definitely see that through players like Arlen Bruce and Corey Lawson. Some very strong players over there, and tough match for any team.
Indeed, it is a tough match for both teams, for ONW, as they're facing a lot bigger athletes going into this game. Right now, it's 2nd and 8 at the 10-yard line for ONW, the 12-yard line. But Olathe North has got some cues from the left sideline, as it seems Jackson Starr will begin the snap. As he does, and he runs, he scrambles, but he is not getting any yards. He gets pushed back on the play.
That's right. Yeah, we're actually at the 3rd down. It's about 8 to go. Here with about 4 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock.
We indeed do. While the student section has definitely lost a lot of energy, the cheerleaders are definitely keeping their energy down on the field. Right now, North is getting some more cues from the thrown sideline, but it's 3rd and 11 at the 13-yard line. So Jackson Starver got pushed back on that play. But let's see how they'll respond. They get to the running back, but he is not getting any yards in the play.
The ball carrier.
By number 9, Corey Lawson. So more than likely, the Olathe North kicking team will come back on the field.
Tackled by number 46, Dalton Boyd.
And tackle was by number 46, Dalton Boyd.
Ethan Sadler has just been sent out for the Ravens. A sophomore, actually, for the Ravens, and he's been a rising player.
He indeed has. He's starting varsity. He's the brother of quarterback Mason Sadler, but he indeed has had a very good season as a sophomore. So let's see if he'll look to improve next year, as he definitely will look to.
Oh yeah.
But a 3-point attempt by Olathe North
And the kick
is good. So it's 52-7 Olathe North, as they will be kicking off to ONW.
Well, both teams are taking a quick break right now before they return to the field here, and possession will return to the other team. We're seeing some pretty steep competition tonight between the Ravens and the Eagles. it's absolutely been a little bit tough, I think, for both teams, especially, battling the elements of the crowd and the weather as well. But so far, our team has been holding together for what we can. We did get one touchdown, which has been a great addition tonight. And North has just kicked, and we now have possession of the ball.
A very good run by ONW as they get stopped around the 33-yard line of their own territory. A good return by number 10, Gabe Barfetti, in his last game at Seaback rather, as he's a senior this year. So we'll see what the offense can do here on what is likely their last drive of the game, as there is 3 minutes left on the clock. It'll be their last game at Seaback and in front of their home crowd, which has been dwindling as of late, but it's okay. They still got the fans to show for it, and the band team and dance team and cheer team. A little confusion here on the sideline by the refs. They placed the ball at the 33-yard line of ONW's own territory. Offense will be taking the field shortly, as was said, their final drive here at Seaback, more than likely. Time is running as we have 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. So it seems like ONW's just going to try and run out the play clock with 2 minutes and 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Let's see what they do here in their final drive.
Logan Evans.
A good run by Logan Evans as he gets to the 40-yard line.
That's right. Logan Evans seems to be making a little bit of yardage there. We've now achieved a first down.
A little bit of short.
Third down, excuse me.
Is second down at the 7-yard line.
Excuse me.
It's okay.
It's the second down.
It's 2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line, so a gain of 7 by running back Logan Evans. So a little bit of huddle as they're trying to just buy some time on the clock. Number 83 for ONW. Eddie Aldman subs into the game as they just try to burn out the clock the rest of the game. Hand off to the running back, but
Logan Evans.
they hand off to the running back Logan Evans, and it seems like he got the first down. So a good play by Logan Evans.
Roughly 50 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter here.
So less than 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Let's see what they do here, and more than likely their last play is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. So it's like a hand off to running back number 2, Logan Evans.
The ball carrier.
And now more than likely be the final play of the game.
By Israel Garcia. Gain of 2 on the play.
Well, Andrew, it's been a great game. I think it's safe to say that, being our last game here at Seaback, we've definitely put up a hard effort. The student section has been fantastic tonight, as always. The band has been great. The scenery has been great, and the team, I think that they've tried some of their hardest tonight too, especially against North and the North powerhouse. Arlen Bruce. It's been a tough game, but we came out with a touchdown, which is a success in our book. So I'm pretty happy with that.
I am too. As now the game is over, both teams will be shaking hands, and was the last game for the seniors here at ONW in the class of 2020.
That's right, and the band is about to take the field here for their 2019 Glow Show, a tradition every year where band students dress up in as many lights and glow sticks as possible. And as the years continue, it seems like the lights seem to be quite a bit more popular than they have been in the past, and it's been amazing. So we're very excited to see the 2019 Glow Show and all that they have to offer this year. So we'll go ahead and take that to the Glow Show in just a couple minutes. But before we go, I would like to mention just very quickly that tomorrow you can tune in anytime from 1:30 to about 11 p.m. at night to catch the Olathe Marching Festival, where they will be actually hosting 15 bands from around the state of Kansas, competing here at CBAC all day tomorrow. So please tune in if you have a free moment. Give that a watch. It's going to be a great spectacle, with finals happening around 10:30.
Spectacle at last, but as you said, the band is lined up near the goal, but ONW is now praying or kneeling to get some advice from the coach around the 40-yard line, as that is the end of the game.
The football team seems like they're taking just a brief moment here in the center to, honor some of the seniors and take a moment to talk a little bit.
Who's on it? Not me.
Yeah, well, we've thoroughly enjoyed, being at this game tonight. I think that, some of the things we maybe could have worked on was a little bit of communication. We were lacking some of that, and also maybe some of the plays we could have been slightly more aggressive. I do feel that North was a little bit more out there and ready to go when they had to be. We definitely could have maybe gotten up a little bit better in that category, but I don't know. What do you think?
I think they could have been a little bit more aggressive, as you said, but they just ran into some better players on the offense, and their defense was very stout, as it normally is for Olathe North. Arlen Bruce, the quarterback and running back Corey Lawson, and the receiver Dale Stout were just really good against ONW, but it was the seniors' last game. They definitely put their best effort into the game, but unfortunately did not go their way. So they finished their season 1-6. They finished their season 1-6 this season. So it's ONW's final game at CBAC for the year, and their final game in general. And as Bruce said, it is a seniors' final game here at ONW. So thank you all to the seniors football players for giving your best effort the past 4 seasons. It's been very great to watch you guys this season.
Absolutely.
And the past few seasons. But thank you guys for everything you've done for the season. Thank you to every football player who has been on the football team, varsity or JV, for going down the field and giving us a good product. And this will be the final football broadcast of the year and the final broadcast on the ONW Rarian YouTube channel for quite some time. This has been Andrew Beckwith and Andrew McCubbins. We'll see you guys later.
Continuing a fun tradition that started in the 2013-2014 football season, the Raven Pride is excited to present our annual Glow Show. In just a few minutes, the stadium lights will turn on. Please remain seated for your safety and enjoy the show. Drum majors, is the band ready? Help me count it down. Lights out in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
my god. We're trying to get out of here,
Thank you so much to all for your attendance and support of our Ravenside Marching Band.